Have you ever wondered if she wants you to make a move? Knowing exactly when a woman craves your touch is the key to avoiding awkward moments and creating unforgettable connections. Stick with me as I reveal the top 7 signs that show she wants you to get closer. Don't miss this. All right, guys, let's dive deep into these 7 undeniable signs that show she wants you to touch her. Knowing these cues can be game-changing and will give you the confidence to take the next steps with her, smoothly and naturally. First sign, she bumps into you. Now, this first one might seem small, but it's actually one of the most revealing signs. If she bumps into you, whether it's a playful shoulder nudge, a little hip check, or even accidentally brushing past you when you're walking, it's a powerful cue. Most women don't just bump into people they're not interested in. Think about it. If she's feeling close enough to you to initiate any kind of touch, it's her way of testing the waters. When she does this, it's a clear sign that she's comfortable around you, that she feels safe, and that she's interested in being closer to you, even in small ways. These small touches might seem accidental, but they're not. If she brushes her shoulder against yours more than once, that's definitely intentional. Now, if she adds a little laugh or smile as she does it, she's absolutely hoping you're noticing her playfulness. And honestly, this is where you can join in. A playful bump back, a smile, or even just saying something like, "Are you trying to start something?" can let her know you're in on the fun. Sometimes, flirting is just as much about these small, playful touches as it is about words. By bumping into you, she's letting you know she's comfortable being near you, which is the first step toward wanting something more. Second sign, she touches your arm or shoulder. Now, moving on to the second sign, if she's actively touching your arm, shoulder, or back in a casual but intentional way, that's her showing you she's interested. Think about it. Women don't just touch people they don't like. So if she's reaching out and making that initial contact, it's a big deal. This type of touch could be a little nudge when you're talking, a pat on the back, or a gentle squeeze of your arm. Sometimes it's even a soft touch on your shoulder when she's making a point or emphasizing something she's saying. When she reaches out like this, it's because she wants to feel that connection with you. And let's be honest, arms are a popular touch point for a reason. Many women find arms attractive. They're safe, but also subtly intimate. If she's reaching out to you this way, it's like she's saying, "I want to get closer." Respond to this touch warmly. Smile, maybe gently put your hand over hers, or give her a little touch back if it feels natural. This touch can be incredibly powerful because it's her way of subtly breaking the touch barrier, inviting you to follow her lead. Third sign, she leans in when you're close. All right, let's move on to the third sign. She leans in when she's close to you. This is a classic sign that she's comfortable being close to you, and it's often a woman's way of saying, "I want to be closer to you." This one is so easy to miss because sometimes it happens naturally in conversation. Maybe you're both at a party, standing close and talking, and she leans in just a bit. Or maybe you're sitting next to each other and she angles her body toward you, even bringing her face closer to yours. This isn't just about proximity, it's about her willingness to share her personal space with you. If she leans in, especially if it's combined with other signs like maintaining eye contact or smiling, it's her way of inviting you to come closer, even if she doesn't say it out loud. And it goes both ways. If you lean in slightly and she doesn't pull away, or even leans in a bit more, it's clear she's feeling that connection with you. You can mirror her actions here to show that you're picking up on the vibe. Lean in slightly, hold eye contact, and see how she responds. This subtle closeness can create an intimate connection that goes beyond words. It's often in these small, quiet moments that you can feel the chemistry building. Fourth sign, she sits close or leans against you. Now, the fourth sign she wants you to touch her is when she sits close to you or even leans against you. This can happen in so many situations. Maybe you're at a cafe and she moves her chair a little closer to yours. Or if you're on a bench and she sits right next to you when there's plenty of room. It's a small but meaningful action. It shows that she wants to be physically close to you and comfortable in your presence. When a woman chooses to sit close to you, it's often because she feels that you're someone she can let her guard down around. And if she leans in, maybe even resting her shoulder against yours for a moment, it's her way of saying, I feel good with you. It's inviting and warm and lets you know she's feeling that chemistry too. If she leans in, take this as a positive sign. You could gently place your hand on her back or give her shoulder a light touch if it feels right. By sitting close, she's letting you know she's comfortable, and it's an invitation to get a little closer if you're feeling the same way. Fifth sign, she gets in your personal space. The fifth sign she wants you to touch her is if she starts getting into your personal space. Now, not every woman will initiate touch right away, especially if she's shy or isn't sure how you'll react. But if she's frequently finding reasons to stand close to you or move within that personal bubble space, she's showing you she's interested. Maybe she's a little reserved and hesitant to make the first physical move, but by getting close to you, she's testing how you'll respond. This can be especially true if you're in a setting where space is more open. If she's choosing to stand closer to you than necessary, like at a party, at the bar, or even just walking down the street, it's her way of saying, I want to be near you. You can encourage this by moving slightly closer and seeing if she stays comfortable. If she doesn't back away, then you know she's enjoying your company and the proximity. It's a low-key but very clear way of showing attraction. Sixth sign, she actively touches you. Now we're getting into more direct territory. The sixth sign she wants you to touch her is if she's actively touching you in various ways. We're talking about the kind of touches that don't just happen by accident. Maybe she gives you a big hug when she sees you. Maybe your hands brush together as you reach for something. Or she places her hand on your arm when she's talking. Sometimes it's the subtle touches that mean the most. For example, if you're sitting next to each other and your hands touch for just a moment but neither of you pulls away, that's a powerful connection right there. She's trying to find ways to connect with you physically and is leaving it up to you to respond. This can happen with little gestures, like putting her hand on your shoulder to get your attention, or gently brushing her hand against yours when showing you something on her phone. And if you notice these touches happening repeatedly, it's not just coincidence. She's feeling that attraction and wants to explore it with you. It's your move here to reciprocate in a way that feels natural. Maybe hold her hand for a moment if it happens, or place a gentle hand on her back to show you're feeling the same connection. If she's making these gestures, she's letting you know she's comfortable with you and enjoys the feeling of being close. Seventh sign, she responds positively when you touch her. Finally, the seventh and one of the most telling signs is if she responds positively when you touch her. This one's key. If you're getting subtle signs from her, you can try a gentle touch to see how she reacts. Maybe place your hand lightly on her arm or sit a little closer to her. If she lights up, whether it's smiling, laughing, or maybe even blushing a little, it's a strong sign she's feeling the chemistry. Pay close attention to how she responds. If she's comfortable and happy with the touch, she might lean into it, move closer, or even touch you back. A positive response means she's not only okay with the touch, but she's enjoying it. It's a way of saying, I'm glad you noticed my signals, and I'm happy you're taking action. If you touch her arm and she doesn't pull away, or if she blushes and looks a bit flustered in a happy way, you're on the right track. In these moments, you don't have to go overboard. Just mirror her comfort level. Sometimes the best connections are built through these soft, natural touches. The important thing is to enjoy the moment and show her that you're fully present. It's a sign that things are moving in the right direction and that she's excited about the connection between you two.